So I just removed that makeshift gearbox, gearbox cover. Start taking apart the headstock. We'll start with the gear train here. Three-quarter inch, looks like. It's kind of pretty easy, actually. So this gear is the one that drives the it's a tiny little thing to lose. Suppose if push comes to shove, I could make one, but let's try not to lose this one. These all seem to be 3/4. Gear train. And yes, I took a picture of this. That's a hot tip. If you're ever taking anything apart, let's say you're doing the brakes on your car, drum brakes or whatever, it's always a good idea to take a picture. Because just sometimes you just forget how to put things back together the way they were if you don't take a picture. The other thing I like to do is I generally will put the bolts back more or less where they came from, so that I don't lose the bolts. In the case of this woodrock key, wow, these are actually quite loose. I was expecting it to be a little bit tougher to take off these. It's all about being methodical. It's one of the things that I like about machining. It's just thinking about the problem, doing things one step at a time, sneaking up on it, as I often hear it referred to. I don't have very good measuring tools. Don't have a surface plate, for example. I do have a set of cheap digital calipers. Don't trust them, but they're the best thing that I got right now. I also have 2 cheap Chinese value sticks at some point. But okay. See if I can get a wrench on that. Not really. Kind of. Okay. The size of this. Not 3/4. 11/16. Yes. So I gotta loosen that off. This is a strange. Oh, whole thing turned. Okay, cool. Let's take your time, and everything will be all right. Let's go. Okay, cool. Get this. Don't worry about it. So everything is going to be all right. Wow, none of this stuff is seized. This is really weird. I would have expected it to be a lot more tougher to take things apart. So, anyhow, bit that I'm taking apart right now is called the banjo. Kind of weird screw arrangement. I think I might change out this bolt if possible, or at least make one that's a little bit sticks out a little bit more. It was be a lot nicer to be able to just kind of put a wrench on this. Maybe there's a reason for it. I don't know. Definitely going to order these videos from Mr. Pete there at some point. There we go. You're born. All right. I was talking about, let's see if I can get this on camera here. And so this is up against the headstock body. That tightens that. And then there's this, which is awfully thin bolt that goes in this slot. And you get a nut that backs on to there. It pinches this. This sits over there like that. And then there's a spot right here. And I think those bolts are in that arrangement to adjust kind of this sort of angle. Because there's a little bit of play on there, and you want to, I suppose you have to have it straight to line everything up. Don't know. Have to look into that another time. So, these parts here are held with that bolt, and there's another bolt on the other side. Still moving, but same as taking that off. Again, every pound that I can take off is less weight I need to move when I bring it to its final home. It's 9/16 bolt, it looks like. It's 9/16, that's what it fits. Locator pin and some shims. Suppose those are important. There I am again, putting the bolts back because that's how we don't lose things. And it helps for remembering where the hell they go later. If you're ever taking apart an engine of some kind, like a motorcycle engine or car engine, it's a good habit to get into. Shmoo right here. Looks like this was used to cut wood and turn wood and various other things, so there's a lot of things that need to get done. I'll take that off too. So you also 9/16, nice. Everything's 9/16. So that's the hinge that the gearbox cover would sit on. But I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm going to check eBay and maybe I can find one that'll fit. Or maybe when I get the aluminum foundry going, I'll figure out a way to maybe mold one. Still plan to do that, even though I'm not going the gingery route for a lathe anymore. Maybe I will. We'll see. So this belt, I think I need to take the, oh, yeah, what do you know, that's pretty loose. I take that off and lift that right out of there. So this is what we got going on here. This belt I'd like to change out. I'm not quite sure how to take the spindle off. Comes right out. I've heard some of these are pressed in, but I don't know about this particular one. So it's an Atlas TH, so Timken 42, so I have to look that up. And, we'll see. And take this gear off, I guess, because it's about an Allen key. Let me take this headstock right off. Have to lift it up. We'll see. More to follow. Alright, so took the engine harness or assembly off, undid the hold down bolts for the lathe bed. That's it there. That's all the parts I've been taking off so far, except for that. That's something else. Just going to tilt it over and take a look underneath. Alright, so it appears that there is a bolt here and 2 bolts here and here, and that's what holds the headstock on. Now, hesitant to take the headstock off. I suppose can't hurt anything. I'd always put it back on. And that's how you pull off a head. Off with her head. some nastiness right here. Okay, so I don't know if it's going to show up on camera too well, but right there is where the head's set. You see this really nice finish where this is the other part of the ways. And if you look really carefully, you can see a little tiny bit of wear. Maybe that's polish. I don't know how much of a difference that is. Presumably you can assume that this is the part that's never seen the light of day since it was born. So, but there's the head, and there's the body. The rest of the carcass. So, tailstock, looking upper skirt, pulleys, banjo, back gears, maybe shims, hinge, the rest of the compound, gear. Oh, the thing I was talking about earlier. So when I pulled out the lead screw, so this sits in here, like so. There's that engages there. But on the lead screw, there's this with that little hole there. I don't know if that meant there was a shear pin and it's gone. If anybody has any experience with this particular lathe, can tell me what it means. I appreciate it.